EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada, where the memorial torch honoring legendary owner Al Davis has just been lit, and we are set for football at Allegiant Stadium. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. On the Titans sideline, head coach Brian Callahan. His guys certainly playing with some confidence right now. 4-1 to start the season. His counterpart on the Raiders sideline, Pete Carroll. His guys came up short on the road last week. Now they're trying to turn things around in front of the home crowd here. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And he returns this to the 22. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. Leading them out is their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Miami.
The #1 overall pick in April's draft. What an unlikely story to get to that spot. A zero-star recruit out of high school, the University of Incarnate Word, to Washington State, to Miami, and he comes into the league as Division I's record holder for most passing touchdowns in a career with 158. The Tennessee franchise now revolves around him and his development.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. You look at this Raiders defense. They've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
They have tried all season long to fix all the things that they need to in the running game, and they have been successful so far. I wonder if this is a time to just sell out. Make sure you have 8 in the box every time and bring a 9th and sometimes even a 10th to try and stop them from running the ball.
An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. Max Crosby in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Ward. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. That's returnable now for Smith. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get him in?
And he'll be taken down, but not before they Took it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Smith. Downfield and caught by Thornton. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
A 3-yard pickup.
In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
Right. I mean, what do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that big-time game?
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Making the catch, the running back, Raheem Mostert. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
That's good.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 7.
Gino going to hand it to Jeanty. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
A gain of a yard.
Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
From the gun, here's Smith. This will be caught just inside the 10. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
It's 4th
Well,
down.
we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
A little juke. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Titans offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. And they've used him quite a bit in the passing game as you take a look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, and he's right there in the mix. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. On play action, Ward airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Titans. Calvin Ridley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise, too.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But I also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Gets it quickly out wide to Thornton. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And the Raider first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Out of the gun, Smith. Got his man, it's Thornton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll get this out to Genty. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The Raiders at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Here we go, here we go.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Now 3rd and 6.
Throwing now is Geno. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Incomplete. He was defended by Quandre Diggs.
York able to send this one through, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Second quarter from Vegas, the homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it as we resume action. Oh, good move. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go, set. 70 Timberwolves. Set up. Let go.
And now a fake there on the jet sweep as they'll give to Pollard. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
That's dumped off to Pollard. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
3 plays and out. It's
on as the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raiders offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he has been a monster in the red zone here these first couple of months of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in rushing touchdowns. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Open man is Tucker. They'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
A run straight ahead with Genty. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Jeffrey Simmons on the stop.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Genty. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Tackle made just shy of midfield. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
They'll go. Here's Genty. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Brandon, 4th and 1 on their own side of the 50, and they decide to go for it. As a former defender, I take that personally. I can't believe they let them pick that up. They should have swarmed the line of scrimmage and stuffed that one.
Not surprised, though, because they told us about the supreme confidence they had in the O-line, and they were able to get that yard. Smith now to throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
A shotgun snap for Smith. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 34-yard line.
That's good.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
This is caught by Tucker. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
That's good for a Las Vegas. First and goal at the
Gino now to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Ashton Genty from 4 yards out. And the Raiders have retaken the lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
Titans 7.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
2-0. Calvin Ridley. 5 yards on the play.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Come on. Hey.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a Titans first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. They toss it down to Pollard. And space tough to come by there, so we get maybe a yard to the 37.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So from the 37, here's 2nd and 9. Throwing now, Ward. Here's a screen now for Pollard. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 3rd down and 10.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Ward. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They'll start on the ground with Ginty. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
We really didn't have any doubt that he was going to be one of the top-rated rookies coming into the league, especially as a runner. And he's given us no reason to change our minds. That's a big-time run, and the production that he showed us in college is translating very well into the National Football League.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
At the 37-yard line.
Now it's Smith. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Thornton. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
That's good for a Las Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing is Smith. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Off of play action, here's Smith. Going up top. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot here before break. Smith. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. A give out of the gun to Genty. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Right back to Genty on first down. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Now Gino. And this throw will be intercepted. Down the sideline he goes. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. And they'll take over here following the interception with good field position and a chance to take the lead with a touchdown. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 25-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Ward. A Cockrell holds it in left side. That'll give him 8 that time. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying to run forward with Pollard. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
Joey Sly on for the field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball to the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Raiders offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he's run well here in the first half of the season, no doubt. You can see the graphic. NFL leader in rushing coming into the weekend. Now Smith. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
On the draw, here's Genty. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
A dime look defensively here for the Titans on 3rd. Now Smith. That one's complete out to Michael Mayer. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Pollard will take it up the gut. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
Here's Johnny Hacker now. He's been terrific so far. A good return there, 17 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for a Las Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hey, we go.
On 1st down, it's Genty. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Smith. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. From the 29, here's 2nd down and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On the give, Genty. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Back to throw, Smith. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 3rd down, here's Genty. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one.
Hey, here we go, hey. 390%.
Smith. Eluding the pressure right. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Geno Smith. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Titans 10.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And the Titans getting set to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Throwing is Ward. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter.
On the jump.
To throw, here's Ward. And his throw here's incomplete.
Intended for Alec Iomanner. Incomplete. Jeremy Chin on the coverage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. They'll throw again. Ward. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Titans on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking for Ridley on the out route. He's got him. Touchdown, Titans. Calvin Ridley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Slide for the PAT. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's Calvin Ridley who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. Ooh, with a juke. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. Smith going to move him around. The drive will begin with a run by Genty. And that to the 30. It'll be second down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
2nd and 7. Here's Smith. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Smith. And that's incomplete.
Intended for Brock.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Looking to put a drive together. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
First down, Titans.
Here's Pollard again. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And the trade continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" because here they come.
So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Ward. Now they go screen. It's complete. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And this will be taken at the 13. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Nice effort defensively there from Cole Holcomb. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
To throw is Smith, flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. Out comes Calvin Ridley and the offense for their next drive. When you're in a zone like he is, what's the conversation like on the sideline between he and his quarterback? Is that a one-way conversation of, hey, just keep getting me the football?
It actually is probably a two-way conversation, because he wants to keep getting him the football because he's seen the payoff. You know, getting the ball to that guy means yardage, and as we've seen, touchdowns in this game. So I think both of them get more and more excited about the possibilities as things continue on.
Yeah, so far it's been over 100 yards and the 2 scores.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
A quick throw out to Lockett. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They go play action with Ward. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Kayvon Thibodeau picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Third and long.
If they get nothing else here on third down, it'd be a 53-yard attempt from this spot. Now Ward. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
Oh, it's time to give real credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now this one setting up for a great finish, all tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. This is 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Smith's going to throw it. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Chino going to hand it to Genty. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
The 49-yard line.
Here's Smith. They'll get this out to Genty. And he'll go down shy of 40 at the 41.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Titans' 41-yard line.
Smith to throw. Completes this one to Thornton. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
That's good for a Las Vegas.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Smith. Open man is Tucker. And they work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Smith. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now it's Smith. Sliding out of the pocket. And he comes back with one complete. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. Well, the entire game coming down to this kick from Cade York. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And his kick here is good. And the Raiders escape with a victory. Oh, we all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way.